everyone! Welcome to a very special edition of our Sankara Teen Lens podcast. I'm Georgie.
And I'm Giovanni. Today's episode is a major milestone for us because this podcast is brought to you in collaboration with the Faculty of Law at Universitas Pelita Harapan.
That's right. When we talk about big topics like AI, homework, or cheating, we don't just want opinions, we want expertise. And who better to provide that than one of the top law faculties in the country?
Today we are exploring the topic AI and homework, collaboration or crime. To help us, we are joined by a legal heavyweight. He is an associate professor and a senior lecturer at UPH. Please welcome Dr. Fajar Sugianto.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ara. Good morning, Joe. Thank you so much for having me. I've been looking forward to this all week. So yeah, I look forward to it. Thank you.
So how are you this fine morning, Dr. Fajar?
I'm doing great. Never been better. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Thank you.
Dr. Fajar, could you please briefly introduce yourself again? And what have you been doing this past few days?
Well, honestly, same old. Me as a legal practitioner, me as a legal scholars. Well, basically doing the legal thing, both academically and in the field of law, but yet I am still enjoying it at the fullest.
Okay. So, Mr. Fajar, we see the titles. Associate Professor, Doctor of Law. But let's go back. Were you always a straight A law student?
Well, honestly, nah. Not at all. It's not even me. But then one thing for sure, I've been curious about almost everything. I always ask why and how, and perhaps to the more to the deepest question of all, why this thing, why everything exists. So that's probably what shaped me until today.
Mr. Fajar, honestly, if ChatGPT existed when you were writing your thesis, would you have used it?
Definitely, why not? Then the question is why not? Why not? Why not? Well, as long as I can remember, the way we learn, the way we upscale and improve our cognitive, it's totally different. When back then, we need to literally and physically go to libraries, bookshops, go to universities to collect materials, reading materials especially, and it took hours and days and months, perhaps, to get the essence of a book, for example. But then, as of today, AI, especially the pre-generative AI and particularly predictive AI, it helps us to save time, efficient, especially in collecting information. So yes, I would definitely have used it.
Okay, so let's get into the topic. Giovanni, you used AI for a history project last week, right?
Yeah, I asked it to summarize the causes of Industrial Revolution. Mr. Fajar, is that a crime?
Well, in short, as long as you disclose the use of AI as a tool to support, to assist your work, and secondly, that equally important, that as long as we as author, we as a human being who possess our intellectuals, what many scholars say, there's a phrase called HITL. We make sure that there's a human in the loop process, especially in the decision making process. I don't think it's a crime. Not at all. It will be very, very valuable contribution to our works if we can utilize AI in the most valuable and honest way, especially in a academic point of view.
Okay, so what about AI detectors? We've heard that they aren't 100% accurate. So, as a legal expert, how do we prove someone is innocent but when an AI detector says that they're guilty?
All right, this is another heavyweight question. Okay, well, personally, I did try a few AI detector tools, starting from the free online ones, gitu ya, and then up to the most sophisticated, the one that we normally use in the campus ecosystem. Let's say like application like Turnitin, if you heard about that. Well, some of the tools are very accurate. Some of the tools are very accurate, and in fact, for example, like Turnitin, it just happened to me like a few weeks ago. My submitted journals have been reviewed, and the AI detective found out that I have utilized the AI for collecting data. So yeah, I would say it depends on what tools are you going to use. Please use the one that totally reliable. I did try, for example, those are free tools. I did try to test, to scan the AI detection from my original work. I did that my own writing. I did that many years ago, way before AI existed. Yeah, and then the result turned out that my writing is 90% something using AI. There is very false report, very serious accusation. So yeah, in this position, we should be wise and put some serious considerations of picking a reliable AI detector tools.
Okay, so let's get into the details. Students often feel like they're in a gray area. So if I use AI to help me understand a topic, am I cheating or just help studying smart?
Okay, Ara, this is one of the classic questions that we've been struggling from many years ago. In my view, in my personal view, the use of AI, I will view it as it's not about the battle. This is not about the position of choosing what to choose between intellectuals or intelligence. The two works together. The two complements together. We as intellectuals, it is inborn. I mean, that is why AI stands for artificial intelligence. It will never replace our intellectuals. In order to enhance, improve our intellectuals, we need intelligence. We need AI. Gitu ya. So what I'm trying to say is, this is not about what to choose, gitu, because intelligence will definitely support and enhance and improve our intellectuals as long as we use the AI as intelligence wisely and wisely and with a full responsibility. Begitu, Ara.
That's a great breakdown, Mr. Fajar. As a law expert, how do you feel about AI detectors? Many students are scared they'll be wrongly accused of a crime when they actually wrote it themselves.
Well, I wouldn't call it a crime, Joe. As long as you cite, as long as you provide the original sources, with our AI, as long as we disclose the resources, the origins of the data, materials, and information, and it is accepted in the academic in the academic field. So once if you do that, I don't think it's going to be a crime. You're not going to get punished for that.
Oh, so that's how it is. So, Dr. Fajar, let's have a short break.
Thank you. And everyone, we are halfway through our deep dive. We're gonna take a 5-minute break and grab some coffee and check our notifications. Hopefully, not using AI this time.
So, when we come back, we're going to talk about the future of careers in law and why UPH is the place you want to be if you want to be a tech savvy lawyer. Stay tuned! Welcome back! We're here with Dr. Fajar from UPH Law. Mr. Fajar, a lot of students think law is boring or just reading old books. But you deal with AI and digital law. Is law becoming a tech career?
Well, definitely yes. Definitely yes. I mean, we can refer to some of the latest report from OECD, for example, the one that cited the most. That this is not the moment where we pick sides. It's either to choose to accept or to not to accept or not AI. In fact, like I mentioned earlier, it will complement one to another. To my understanding, one of the points of OECD report states that these days the law industries, for example, especially, and many other industries, these days they are seeking more into a native digital native worker, the one that can apply, can exercise, can utilize the AI. Without that knowledge, it is pretty hard to find a job these days in your era. So I'd say in the field of law, of course, the existence of AI enhance, especially in terms of the speed of acknowledging, of gaining and gathering information, accurate information, and then it will also reshape. I mean, in a much improving way, the ability to think and to understand the law.
Mr. Fajar, if a
Yes.
student at Sankara wants to become a lawyer who specializes in AI, what should they be doing now?
Wow. A lot of things. Lots of things. Okay, but one thing for sure, girls, learning the law, perhaps like learning any other disciplines, any other subjects, it's very boring. It's very boring. Bunch of legal principles, bunch of doctrines, bunch of theories, bunch of laws, a thousand of laws, tons of them that you have to not memorize yet, but then you need to be skillful with that. Yeah. It takes time to exercise, to practice with the. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It will be very boring. It will be very boring. It will be very challenging. But then trust me, once if you become skillful, then you perhaps you can do almost everything in this world. I mean, you girls would agree with me if I say anything in this world, anything we do, anything exists in this world regulates by the law. People need the law. That is why we lawyers are irreplaceable by AI, by robots. That one thing I believe in my mind.
Okay. So, speaking of, Mr. Fajar, for those
Yeah.
of us looking at universities, why should we choose UPH Law?
Come again?
For those of us looking at universities, why should we choose UPH Law?
Why? Then the question is, why not UPH, girls? Why not UPH? What are the things we UPH, especially in the faculty of law, that we do not have, while other private universities, what we have and what we do not have compared with them. So the question that I would like to rephrase is that why not? Why not us? What is it we do not have? In fact, I'm not just saying it because I'm a full-time lecturer here at the Faculty of Law at UPH, but it's been it's a dream job. It's a dream job to be a part of Faculty of Law of UPH. We share so much pride. We develop, we maintain our standard. We have achieved, while many others, I'm sorry to say, while perhaps still many other private universities have not achieved. So yeah, why not UPH again? I can spend hours, girls, listing all the achievements, both academics and non-academics, from the undergrad students, from the grad students, even PhD students, both nationally, internationally, not to mention all the achievements by the lecturers, by the professors, and our catchy and a very cool profession gitu ya. I can spend hours with that. I can list each one of them. But then again, it all comes to the conclusion, yes, why not why not Faculty of Law of UPH? What is it we do not have? Gitu. Ada.
So, Mr. Fajar, I heard you have something called a moot court at UPH.
Oh yes,
Travels
yes,
internationally.
come again. That.
I heard you guys have a moot court that travels internationally.
Oh yes, yes. That is actually one of the things that we are not only proud of, but yeah, we are leading at it. We are leading at it. Here in Faculty of Law, we have what we call as the student unit activities. All right, starting from international law moot court competition, the national moot court competition, the business law competition, and then the debate and research unit, and many other student activities. And one of the achievement that we've been, always leading is that Just Up International competition. Well, Faculty of Law of UPH have been national champion all over the years. So yeah, thanks to the students, they utilized the moot court room as their lab, as their library to practice all the activities. It leads to the many powerful achievements.
I see. So, this has been such a fast hour. To everyone listening, remember, AI is a tool, but you are the creator.
Don't forget our giveaway. Our friends and family at UPH and Sankara are giving away cash rewards for the top 2 questions from our listeners.
So, thank you for submitting your questions via our Instagram at Sankara School Medan. We have 2 questions. So, the first question is from at Dinosaur RRJR. Dr. Fajar, what specific uses of AI do you consider cheating, and which do you consider getting help?
Okay, for that question, okay, perhaps I earlier I mentioned it a bit that as long as we disclose and we state the usage of AI in the process of our work, it is acceptable. It is not based on what Fajar says. We can refer to internationally accepted standards, perhaps for those highly international the international high journals, for example, academic journals, like those who are been indexing by scalpers, for example, they do accept AI as long as you disclose the usage of the AI. For example, the usage of AI merely just limited only to collect data, the raw data. But then we, as human, we as the author, do the data cleaning, for example. And then the usage of AI, perhaps generally, we can utilize the generative AI by collecting references, the updated, and the most sophisticated, and the most relevant references. And perhaps it's already have been accepted generally. I say, in my view, that AI could give you advices and to show you direction options there. But then again, we as the human, we as the author, we should maintain our originality. As long as we maintain our originality in our work, it will not be considered as cheating. Yeah. Please do not get confused. Do not get mixed up between intellectuals and intelligence. Intelligence in this context is AI will definitely reshape, enhance, and very rapid in developing our intellectuals. So that's how we should do it. I think that would be all from me. Ara.
That's a great answer. So the next question is from Levinki Frey. Dr. Fajar, since
Yeah.
AI uses training data from a lot of different sources, some are even copyrighted. There are even laws in place in Indonesia or other countries that are already in place preventing this.
Oh yeah, it has been, this issue has been raised for the last few years, girls. So here's the simpler terms, okay, for generative AI. One of the basic approach of how generative AI works, they apply the approach what they call as the bug collection approach, meaning that in order to function as its program, generative AI requires data. That is why AI normally what they call the data scrapping. AI scraps all the data, especially those who already entered to the public domain. That is why to protect your work, yeah, you should keep it private. I mean, please do not enter the public domain. Once if you do that, it will considered as public domain. It will be considered as not public information, but it's serve the purpose for the public knowledge. So I will just grab and scrap the data and your work. So keep it private. So that's how I work. I will use the approach of bug collection. I will definitely scrap your data. So please keep your data. Please keep your please keep your word. That's how they work there. Um, if I may, to elaborate more on how AI works, it relies heavily on big data, on big information. Have you guys heard about the AI hallucination? AI 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 hallucination.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
Oh no, we haven't.
Okay, okay. In short, um, AI as a computer program will face what we call as the black box dilemma. AI will suffer what we human normally call with we forget things gitu. Jadi apa pelupa, forget gitu. That's basically what AI hallucination is. Now the developer to reduce the hallucination of AI, the developer these days they are starting to be more picky, more selective to acquire more specific data, But then with the same approach on how AI work, they will collect all the data, they will scrap all the data, but they are very hungry. They need the data. So back again, the underline is please save your data, save your work.
So, Mr. Fajar, I have a personal question. So,
Go ahead.
sometimes we use AI to make photos. What is your opinion on that?
Well, my opinion on that. Okay, I find it acceptable if we use the AI as our tool to create a photo, for example. But then at the end, as I mentioned earlier a couple of times, we need to make sure that there will be, in the last process, it must be human decision making. That's why it's called the HITL, the human in the loop process. So as long as you decide, this is it, this is according to your originality, according to your creativity, according to your preference, it shall be deemed as it is your work. So it does not. We cannot blame AI of creating things, gitu ya. But then we should emphasize more on the originality and show your our creativity. Let me ask you this. Okay, Ara and Joe. If I ask you, okay, if I ask you, what do you have in mind? What do you picture in your mind? If I say, please think and dream and imagine of scenery. What do you have in mind, Ara? What is your ideal? What is your ideal scenery picture?
Scenery.
Pemandang scenery.
I think maybe
One.
I'm not really
Fine.
a creative person, so this is kind of hard.
Think of anything. It doesn't have to be nature. I don't know. The scenery that you find it very perhaps peaceful. The one that very quiet. The one that relaxing. What do you have in mind?
Would you like to go first, Joe?
Or what do you have in mind? A scenery of what? Mountains, sea.
I think about maybe hills with a sunset behind it. With something
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Would you picture birds in that scenery?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
would you like to have, I don't know, maybe, okay, the heels. Okay, let's go details into the heels. Uh, do you think the ideal heels would be pointy?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Should it be only one heel or heels?
Multiple hills.
Multiple heels. Okay, okay, guys. What I'm trying to say here, perhaps, what Jo just had described, her originality and her ideals about scenery will definitely different than Ara's scenery. Even if Ara pictured, okay, the same heels, the same birds, maybe, but then she will definitely emphasize on different have a particularity. What I'm trying to say is each one of us have our intellectuals that will generate our originality. That is why exercise that originality, rely on that, and let AI do the work, and we decide based on our intellectuals. So this nothing of AI creating things gitu ya. But then how we enhance and utilize AI based on our creativity.
So, we are nearing the end of our podcast. Thank you, Mr. Fajar, and thank you to UPH Faculty of Law for collaborating with us. I'm Giovanni.
And I'm Georgia Fee. This was Sankara Teen Lens. Bye bye, everyone!
Everyone, thank you.